y'all, it's Megan again here on the Lawson Farm. Today we're going to be making some strawberry jelly. Maybe more like strawberry jam, I guess I should call it. So I'm going to be showing y'all how to do that. Super easy. If you've never had homemade strawberry jam, you don't know what you're missing. It is absolutely delicious. And actually, the method that I use doesn't use quite as much sugar because I use a low sugar Sure-Jell, just so I'm not putting 8 cups of sugar and a cup of strawberries or something like that, you know. So the first thing you're going to want to do is wash your strawberries, which I've already done. I got some beautiful, beautiful strawberries from Manual Farms right up the road here in Walnut Cove. If you are local to the area, I do recommend you checking them out. I think they're on Facebook and everything. So, yeah, check those out. These are some of the sweetest strawberries I've had in several years. They are delicious. So, they're going to make some really good jelly. So, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go through all of them and start cutting the tops out. And I'll put my strawberries in this measuring cup here. Measuring cup pretty full of strawberries. So what I'm going to do now, this is actually like a meat tenderizer, but it works perfect for my strawberries. You can use this, a potato masher. If you don't want big chunks in your jam and you want it smaller, you can use a blender and blend it up. You'll just have to strain it to get the seeds out of it. But here we like the big chunks of strawberries in with the jam because let me just tell y'all, it is delicious. So what we're going to do now, we're going to start mashing. And you'll start seeing juice forming the more you mash. So the key to having good jam is to follow your pectin directions directly. Each jar of Sure-Jell comes with directions. And so you want to follow that. You want to have everything pre-measured. So the first thing it says to do is we're going to put our fruit in here. And we've done that. We want to measure the exact amount of sugar into a large bowl. So I've done that. It calls for 4 cups of sugar. Next thing we're going to do is pour our Sure-Jell in. And it says put about 1/4 a cup of sugar in with that. And then we're just going to stir this up. We hadn't cut any heat on yet. So we're just combining this together. We're going to cut our heat on high. We need to bring this to a full rolling boil. So we're just going to wait on that to happen. As soon as it gets to that rolling boil, we're going to put in the rest of our sugar, that 4 cups of sugar. Alright, we've got to a rolling boil that will not stop when I stir it. It's still boiling. So that means we're ready to add our pre-measured sugar. So we're going to go ahead and pour that in. Like I said, this recipe calls for 4 cups. If you've got the regular Sure-Jell, I think it's 8 cups. So we're going to stir that in. After this is stirred in, we got to bring it back to a full rolling boil again for exactly 1 minute. And then we'll take it off the heat. Alright, so I've got up to my full rolling boil again. I've got my timer set on my oven. Like I said, exactly 1 minute. I'm going to let that boil like that. Alright, so now what we're going to do, since I've removed this from the heat, you've got this foam on top of it. And when you make this, you'll see what I'm talking about. See there? Now we need to go through and scrape as much of that off as we can. And I'll just put that in with my strawberry tops, and all this will go to the chickens here after a while. So that's all it is to making your own strawberry jelly. I'm going to ladle this into my jelly jar. Show y'all what this looks like. I've got my lids boiling here. I'm not going to be using my reusable lids with my jelly because I do like to give it as gifts. So you want to make sure not to leave a whole lot of head space because then that gives more room for mold to grow. Anybody that's ever made homemade strawberry jelly, you know how that goes. Alright. So I'm going to get me a lid out. And now what we'll do is we'll water bath this after I get all my jars full. And I'll show you that. Look at there. And that'll take about 24 hours to set up after we do our water bath. And yeah, it looks great and it smells wonderful. So I'm going to get the rest of these jars full. Alright y'all, so water bath my jelly for 10 minutes. That's all it takes. You want to do that to get the extra air out of the jars, and that'll also decrease your chance of mold growing on the top. So yeah, I ended up with 32 altogether. I did have one mishap. Of course, everything can't go right all the time. I guess it was an old jelly jar that I was using, but the jar busted. Unfortunately, even though I did it exactly the same, and luckily it was just my last little batch of jars, so no worries about that. So I just lost one. I think the rest of them's already sealed. The ones that are cooled have already set up, so that is excellent. But yeah, I did put my reusable lids on a few of them, so we'll just make sure to use those here ourselves. See how pretty that is? So if you're new to canning, new to food preservation, strawberry jelly is super easy because you just follow the directions on the Sure Gel. I mean, it tells you exactly what to do. So yeah, give it a try. Let me know if you do try it. I'd love to hear from you. Be sure to check out Wedding Inspirations magazine featuring yours truly. Also, my cookbook is coming available on Amazon soon. So I'll put the link in the description for my cookbook. I'm excited about that one. And also, as always, thank you so much for watching. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. I'll also put those links in the description. And I guess I'll talk to y'all next time.